Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. Today we are starting second part of this chapter, that is solution of triangle. But before that, let us try to understand what is the meaning of polar coordinate or polar coordinate system. So here let us consider one point in the plane and let the distance of this point from the origin is equals to r. Means here r represents what? Distance of the point from the origin. And if we are denoting origin by O, then angle made by this OP with positive direction of x-axis, angle made by OP with positive direction of x-axis, I am denoting here this angle by what? Theta. Theta is nothing but angle made by OP with positive direction of x-axis. If these two values are known to us, again try to understand which is our first value, r. R is nothing but distance of this point from the origin. And OP makes angle say theta with this positive direction of x-axis. Means this value of theta is either equals to 0 or greater than 0, less than or equals to what? 2 pi. Means theta may lies either on x-axis or on y-axis or in any quadrant, means either in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or what? Fourth quadrant. But theta is nothing but angle made by this OP with positive direction of x-axis. If these two values are known to us, then the representation, if we are representing these values in order pair, means such type of representation is called as what? Order pair. In this order pair, first write down r. R is nothing but distance of the point from the origin, and then write down theta. Theta is angle made by OP with positive direction of x-axis. Then this r and theta are called as what? Polar coordinate. And we will write this polar coordinate of this point as r theta. Means in the order pair means what? Two numbers are there. First number is r. What r represent? Distance of the point from the origin, and theta is angle made by OP with positive direction of x-axis. Then such type of representation is called as polar coordinate of the point, and this system is called as polar coordinate system. Okay, so hope the idea about polar coordinate system is clear to you. This r is called as radius vector and this theta is called as vectorial angle. This r is also called as what? It is called as radius vector, and theta is called as what? Vectorial angle. So what is r here? R is distance of the point from the origin, and theta is angle made by that OP with positive direction of x-axis, and these values are called as polar coordinate of the point P. So now we are finding relation between what? Cartesian and polar coordinate. Cartesian coordinate system we have studied in 9th standard also and in 10th standard also in detail. Now we have introduced here what? Polar coordinate system. Now we are finding relation between Cartesian coordinate system and polar coordinate system. So we are denoting x and y, denoting Cartesian coordinate of point by what? Xy, and polar coordinate by r theta. So here, so x and y are nothing but Cartesian coordinate of a point. So first let us draw a perpendicular from point P on x-axis. So write down here, draw PM perpendicular to which axis? X-axis. So here, so PM is perpendicular drawn from point P on x-axis. Now we are using definition of x coordinate. X coordinate is means what? Distance of a point from y-axis. Means this distance OM will be equals to x. In this triangle, one side we have got using the definition of what? X coordinate. Now what is definition of y coordinate? Y coordinate is distance of a point from x-axis, means PM is equals to what? Y here. So from Cartesian coordinate, here we have got two sides of this triangle. Now we are making the use of what? We are making the use of polar coordinate. What this r represents? What? R is nothing but distance of this point from the origin. So here OP is equals to r, and theta is nothing but angle made by this OP with positive direction of x-axis, means this angle is nothing but what? Theta. So in this triangle, PMO, so angle PMO is equals to how much? 90 degree. Angle POM is equals to what? Theta. OP is equals to R, PM is equals to, observe the figure, PM is equals to Y and OM is equals to X. If all these values are known to us, now we are finding the value of sine theta. So according to definition of trigonometric function, so sine theta is defined as what? Opposite upon hypotenuse, means what we'll get here? Y upon R. And let us try to find out value of cos theta. Cos theta is defined as what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse, means X upon R. So this implies that Y is equals to, R will get multiplied on this side, means R sine theta, and this implies that from this we are trying to find out value of X. So X is equal to, R will get multiplied on this side, so X is equal to R cos theta, and using these two results we are able to find out value of X and Y. But when these formulas are applicable to find out value of X and Y, if R and theta is given to us, if R and theta is given means what? Polar coordinates are given to us. If polar coordinates are given to us, using this relation we are able to find out what? X and Y. And what is X and Y? X and Y are nothing but what? Cartesian coordinate. That's why these results are called as what? Relation between polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinate. If the value of R and theta is given to us, substitute these values in these formulas, we will get the value of X and Y, means Cartesian coordinate. Now we will discuss, if Cartesian coordinates are given to us, then how to find out polar coordinate. Cartesian coordinates means what? X and Y is given to us, then how to find out value of what? R and theta. So also here we can say that also by Pythagoras theorem. Why we are able to apply Pythagoras theorem? Because this triangle is what? Right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of these two sides. Means what result we will get? R square is equal to X square plus what? Y square. This result we are getting applying Pythagoras theorem. But we will require the value of what? R. So we have to take square root on both sides. If we are taking square root of this left hand side, the square will get cancelled, and if we are taking square root of right hand side, we will get under root X square plus Y square. Means applying this formula we are able to find out value of R, and this formula is applicable if X and Y is given to us. And what is X and Y? X and Y are nothing but Cartesian coordinate. Means if Cartesian coordinate is given to us, we are able to find out value of R, where R is nothing but first number in this order pair. In which order pair? In polar coordinate system, it is the first number in the order pair. Which is the second number? Theta. Now we are discussing a formula to find out value of theta, and tan theta is equals to, now see, to find out value of tan theta we are taking division of these two numbers, sine upon cos. If we are taking sine upon cos, means division of sine and cos, we will get what? Tan. Since we have taken division of this left hand side, so take the division of this right hand side. If we are taking this division, RR will get cancelled. What will get here? Y upon X. Means applying this formula, what we are able to find out? Theta. Now this theta may lie in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant or in the third or in the fourth quadrant, or may lie on any axis. Observing the coordinate of a point, observing the coordinate of a point means observing Cartesian coordinate of a point, we are easily able to identify that point lies on axis or in quadrant. Suppose that if coordinates of a point are say 2, 3, from this we can easily say that both the coordinate are positive, means point lies in first quadrant. If suppose that x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive, means we can say that point lies in what? Second quadrant. At that time value of theta is in between 90 and what? 180. In the same way, observing the coordinate, we are able to identify that point lies in which quadrant or on which axis. Suppose that here y coordinate is 0. If y coordinate is 0, means definitely point lies on x axis, and x coordinate is negative, means it lies on negative direction of x axis. If it lies on negative direction of x axis, orally we can say that this theta is equals to what? 180. So isn't it? Observing the coordinate of a point, we are able to identify that point lies in which quadrant or on which axis. So means if the Cartesian coordinate means x and y is given to us, this formula is applicable to find out value of r, and this formula is applicable to find out theta. To apply this formula, x and y is required. Here also x and y is required. And what is x and y? Cartesian coordinate. In this way, if polar coordinates are given to us, this formula is applicable to find out x and y, means Cartesian coordinate. And if Cartesian coordinates are given to us, means x and y is given to us, these formulas are applicable to find out r and theta. R and theta means what? Polar coordinates. So these results are called as relation between Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate. Using this result, we have to solve example from next exercise. Now we are starting the very important part of this chapter, that is solution of a triangle. So solution of a triangle is the second part of this chapter. First part is what? Trigonometric equation, in which we have seen how to find out general solution and what? Principal solution. Now second part of this chapter is solution of a triangle. See, in this whole syllabus, means in case of solution of a triangle we are denoting by what? ABC. Triangle we are denoting by what? ABC. And sides of this triangle we are denoting by small a, small b, small c, where small a is nothing but length of the side opposite to vertex A, or we can say that opposite to angle A. Small b is the length of side opposite to vertex B, and small c is the length of side opposite to vertex C. So small a, small b, small c represents what? Sides of the triangle, and capital A, capital B, capital C represents angles of the triangle. This capital A means angle A of this triangle, capital B means angle B. In the same way, capital C means what? Angle C. In a triangle, 6 parts are there, 3 sides and 3 angle, means how many parts are there? 6 parts. So a triangle has 6 parts, 3 sides and what? 3 angles. The method of finding unknown part, using the given part is called as solution of a triangle. So very simple definition is there. Some parts is given to us and some parts are unknown part. Total how many parts are there? 6 parts are there in a triangle. Which 6 parts? 3 sides and 3 angles. And the method of finding unknown part using the given part is called as what? Solution of a triangle. Again, try to understand the method of finding unknown 3 parts. Using the given 3 part. But in case of given 3 part, at least one part should be a side, means at least length of one side should be given to us. Then this method or the process is called as what? Solution of triangle. Means in short, we are able to remember this definition as what? The method of finding unknown part using the given part. But in the given part, at least one side should be given to us, so that we are able to find out unknown part. And to find out this unknown part, we have to apply some formulas. Now let us try to prove these formulas. These formulas are nothing but theorem for us to solve the example. So this signed rule is one of the very important theorem from this article. So try to understand what is the statement of this theorem. In triangle ABC, A upon sin A is equal to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C. Means if you will observe the numerator here, ABC are nothing but what? Sides of the triangle. So the small a, small b, small c are nothing but sides of the triangle. And if you will observe the denominator, sin A, sin B, sin C, means A, capital B, capital C are nothing but what? Angles of this triangle. And this sine of angle A, sine of angle B, sine of angle C, means these ratios are equal. These ratios are equal means values are in what? Proportion. Means which values are in proportion? These sides of the triangle are proportional to sine of their opposite angle. Which is the opposite angle of side A? Angle A. And here we can observe that A upon sin A is equal to B upon, means these sides are proportional to what? Sine of its opposite angle. So that's why this sine rule can also be its statement can also be given as side of the triangle are proportional to sine of its opposite angle. And later on, first we will try to show that A upon sin A is equal to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C, and in the second part we will try to show that its value is equal to 2r, where r is nothing but radius of circumcircle of this triangle ABC. Okay, so here in this triangle ABC, let AD is perpendicular to BC. So here what is our construction in triangle ABC? Draw AD perpendicular to what? BC. Now consider the triangle ADC. In this triangle ADC, if we can observe this triangle ADC, what is the value of sine C? Opposite upon hypotenuse. Means here we can say that sine C is equals to, opposite means what? AD, upon hypotenuse means what? AC. So that is sine C is equals to AD, keep it as it is, but AC can be replaced by what? Small b. So which implies that AD will be equals to, take b on this side, b will get multiplied with sine C, so here we'll get b sine C. This is the value of AD, where AD is nothing but what? Height of this triangle. From this we are trying to find out area of the triangle. So therefore area of this triangle ABC, what is the formula to find out area? Half into base. What is base here? BC into height. Height is what? AD. So which is equals to half, keep it as it is, BC. What is the length of this BC? BC is equal to what? Small a. So replace this BC by small a into AD. What is the value of AD? B sine C. B sine C. Okay, so applying the formula of area of triangle, we have got this result. Now 2 is divided on this side, it will get multiplied on the left hand side. So therefore twice area of triangle ABC is equals to, see what result we will get. 2 we are shifting on this side remaining term is AB sine C. Now whatever may be the result we have got here, observing this result, again we are trying to find out two formulas or two results related with what? Twice area of triangle ABC. So here we can say that since same method we are applying to find out those two results, so that's why I am writing here similarly. Similarly, we can prove that. What we can prove? That twice area of triangle ABC is equals to. Now observe this result very carefully. Which angle is there? Angle C is there. So observe here angle C. So this angle C is included in which two side? A and B. So here product of AB is there. If we are considering angle C, then here we are getting product of which length of which two side, in which this angle C is included. So if we are considering angle A here, means we are considering sine A, means what result we will get here? This angle A is included in which two side? BC. So here we will get BC, means whatever may be the method we have used to prove this result, same method can be applicable to prove this result. So that's why we are writing what? Similarly. In the same way, this result we have got for angle A, this result we have got for angle C. Similar type of result we will get for which angle? Angle B. And twice area of this triangle ABC is equals to. Now if we are considering here angle B, so this angle B is included in which two side? A and C. So here we will get AC. Let us denote this equation, say by equation first, second and third. Okay. Now if you observe these three equations, their left hand sides are same. Since left hand sides are same, that's why we can say that right hand sides are also equal, left hand sides are equal, that's why right hand sides are also equal. So first we are writing the term of what? Angle A. Means what result we will get? So from equation first, second and third, let us see what we will get here. We get, so BC sine A is equals to, then write down the term of angle A, that is AC sine B. AC sine B, then write down the term of angle C, means AB sine C. AB sine C. Since these left hand sides are equal, that's why we can say that these right hand sides are also what? Equal. To get our required result, simply I am dividing to all these three terms by ABC. So therefore BC sine A divided by ABC is equal to AC sin B divided by ABC is equal to AB sin C divided by ABC. Just simply I am dividing to all these three terms by ABC. See what result we will get. So here we will get sin A divided by BC, and BC will get cancelled. Here we will get A sin B upon, here check, AC and this AC will get cancelled. We will get sin B upon B, and here we will get sin C upon C. AB and AB will get cancelled. So which implies that we know that if ratios are equal, then their reciprocals are also what? Equal, which is also called as what? It's alternando. So therefore its reciprocal A upon sin A is equals to B upon sin B is equals to C upon sin C, and this is nothing but our sine rule. Let us denote it by next equation, equation number 4. So we have proved this result, A upon sin A is equal to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C. Now we are trying to show that its value is equals to how much? Twice R, where R is nothing but radius of this circle. Okay, so again I am considering here same triangle here, and let this will be circumcircle of this triangle. When we can say that it is circumcircle, if it passes through all the three vertices. So let this will be triangle ABC. Okay, so here BC is not the diameter. Try to understand here. Better we take this point here, B and what? C. So this ABC is one triangle, and since its all vertex passes through the circle, then such circle is called as what? Circumcircle. So from this vertex A, draw a diameter and let this diameter intersect the circle at point P. So what is our supposition? Through point A, draw diameter of circle of triangle ABC intersecting circle at point P. Already we have shown that this diameter cuts the circle or intersect the circle at point P. So therefore here we can say that this angle, which angle? Angle ACP will be equals to how much? 90 degree, because this is angle inscribed in what? Semicircle. And what we can say about AP? AP is the diameter, means its value is equal to what? Twice of radius. So therefore we can say that AP is equal to twice of radius, and angle ACP will be equals to how much? 90 degree, because this is the angle inscribed in what? Semicircle. Also we can observe that, say that this angle ABC, can I say that this angle ABC is equals to angle APC, angle APC. Why we can say that these two angles? Observe this angle ABC and angle APC are inscribed in same arc, and angle inscribed in same arc are what? Are of equal length. So angle in same arc. Angle in same arc. This result you have studied in 10th standard, that angle in same arc are of equal measure. So again observe, angle ABC is inscribed in arc AC, and angle APC is also inscribed in the same arc. That's why we can say that these two angles are equal, and therefore we can say that, so therefore if these two angles are equal, then values of sine of these two angles are also equal. This angle ABC can simply be denoted by angle B. So sine B is equal to angle APC can be denoted by what? Angle P. So sine of angle P is equal to sine of angle B. Here B means what? Angle ABC, and P means what? Angle APC. Is it clear? So now let us simplify it and try to show that this ratio is equal. We will try to show that this ratio is equal to what? Twice of R. So now keep this left hand side as it is, sin B as it is. So therefore sin B is equals to, now we are substituting the value of sin P. So to find out the value of sin P, we are considering this triangle. In this triangle already we have proved that this angle is of what? 90 degree. So means this triangle is right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, value of sin P is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Side opposite to 90 is what? Hypotenuse, means AC upon AP. So here we will get AC upon what? AP, where AC upon AP is nothing but value of what? Sin P. So therefore sin B, keep it as it is. Now observe here, AC is nothing but one side of this triangle, and this is the side opposite to what? Angle B, and side opposite to angle B we are denoting by what? Small b. And we can observe that AP is nothing but diameter. So value of AP is how much? Twice R. So will be equals to 2R. So therefore 2R will get multiplied on this side and sin B will get divided on this side. So B upon sin B. Let us denote it by next equation, equation number 5. Now observe the equation number 4 and 5. Let us see what we'll get here. So already this B upon sin B is equal to what? A upon sin A is equal to C upon sin C. And but according to this equation, B upon sin B is equal to what? Twice R. Means what is our conclusion? This value is equal to A upon sin A and C upon sin C, and also equal to what? 2R. Means all these four values are what? Equal. So from this equation we can conclude that A upon sin A is equals to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C is equals to what? 2R. And this is the result which we have to prove here, that the ratio of sides of the triangle are proportional to sine of its opposite angle, and value of this ratio is equal to what? 2R. Here what we have proved, sides of the triangle are proportional to sine of their opposite angle. Okay, and these ratios, value of this ratio will be equals to what? Twice R, where R is nothing but radius of circumcircle of triangle ABC. So now we are discussing different forms of this sine rule. So already we have proved that A upon sin A is equal to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C. So now if these ratios are equal, and if we are denoting this ratio say by what? K, then what result we are getting here? This implies that A is equals to K sin A, K sin A, B is equals to what? K sin B, and if you are considering these two values are equal, then C is equal to what? K sin C. Now even this sine rule can be written in this form also. So just simply taking reciprocal of each term, we know that if ratios are equal, then reciprocals are also what? Equal. If we are writing the same sine rule in this form, and let us denote this ratio say by what? K, at that time what result we will get? This implies that sin A is equals to what? K into A will be equals to AK, sin B is equals to what? BK, and sin C is equals to this C will get multiplied on this side, CK. So again try to understand this small a, small b, small c are nothing but sides of the triangle, and this capital A, capital B, capital C are nothing but what? Angles of the triangle. If required result is in terms of side, at that time this sin A, means these trigonometric ratios, can be converted in terms of what? A, B, C using this result. Or if required result is in terms of trigonometric function, means sin A, sin B, sin C, at that time small a, small b, small c can be replaced by the sides can be converted, small a, small b, small side can be converted in terms of what? Angle. Sin A, B, C are nothing but what? Angles here. Again if you will observe this first result, here what is, if you are considering that these two values are equal, that A upon sin A is equals to what? B upon sin B. So these two values are equal, means if you are considering just simply first two ratios, take B on this side, so here B will get divided, sin A will get multiplied on this side. So just by using transformation we will get this result. Means what result we will get? A is to B is equal to what? Sine A is to sine B. So A is to B is equal to sine A is to sine B. Similarly, we are able to prove that A is to B is to C is equal to what? Sine A is to sine B is to sine C. Means same sine rule. This result is also called as what? Sine rule. This result is also called as sine rule. This result is also called as sine rule. Means these are nothing but different forms of what? Sine rule. So we have to make the proper utilize of this sine rule to get our required result while solving the example. So in this way we have proved one of the very important theorem, sine rule. May be possible this theorem can be asked in the examination. In the next video we will prove cosine rule and projection rule, and again some very important theorems in this article.